Okay. Hello. Welcome to the call, Chef Tip Tuesday with Chef Veronica. So I have to share this. It's really funny. So I'm on my call, on this call here, doing this live, and I had my other phone in my hand, and I had the phone in my hand, so I said that way when people come on, I could say hi and all that stuff. Good morning. And I go to my Facebook page with my other phone, and I see that the phone is turned the wrong way. Now, of course, looking at it from the live setting on my phone that I'm actually videoing from, I couldn't even tell that. So I'm so glad that I thought to have my other phone in my hand so I could see the names popping up. Yeah, the things we go through. But welcome to the live. Hey, Melissa. So we're going to go ahead and get started in about 30 seconds. I won't keep you all long, but I just want to share some tips that has helped me along the way in this journey of catering and cooking for my family. So I had to take my phone. I'm just telling everything today. I had to take my phone off of the tripod because I couldn't figure out how to turn it the long way so I wouldn't be going sideways. That is just too funny to me. Hey, Shalom. Well, I tell you one thing about having the phone up and close, I could see everyone. But I did have to back up with my other cell phone. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And I just want to tell you all, thank you. I'm so happy that you all are taking this journey with me. So I don't know if any of you are like me, but you know how we have a whole bunch of containers in our house that we use for people to take carry-outs or the things that we use to store our food in when we have leftovers and all those things. I'm sure some of you can agree with me. Do you have some with a ring around them because you threw them in the microwave to heat up your food in the plastic container, which we know we really shouldn't even be using microwaves, but anyhow, we still do, some of us. But you have the ring around the container if you have any type of tomato base in the dish. Well, here's a little secret. Before you put the tomato-based item into that dish, if you spray it with some Pam or some type of oil, it will actually keep it from staining the container. Now, who would ever thought about some of you may say that's not really important to you, but I tell you what, it'll allow your container to last a little longer. Now, if you have a container that you have some potato salad in that you got from the store and you just recycling, that's one thing. But when you have some Rubbermaid containers that you've paid probably 20 something dollars for, you don't want those getting messed up. So here's the tip for today. I don't know if any of you like me. I love spaghetti. I love pasta. I love all of those things. So here's something that you can do to kind of change. It's a game changer for your spaghetti. If you add minced garlic, bell peppers, you can use yellow, orange, red, and green. Dice those up and then saute those in a pan. It's going to change the game of your spaghetti. And that's something that you can do very, very quick. And even in doing that, I use butter because the butter is going to give you more flavor than it would if you use olive oil to saute it in the pan. And the reason why I say saute, because when you saute an item, it wakes up the flavor of the food, and the flavor is going to be more powerful than it would if you had more liquid in the pan. So, when you're sauteing an item and you see the vegetable popping all over the pan, that's just the actual moisture that's in the vegetable that you're cooking coming out, so you can really get down to the real flavor of that item. So, what am I telling you today? I'm telling you, if you're cooking a meal real quick and this happens to be spaghetti, it could actually be any type of pasta dish. If you add some minced garlic, some bell peppers, you can even add onions. But what I would tell you with the onions, I use dehydrated onions. And the reason why I use dehydrated onions, because fresh onions can actually make your dish spoil quicker. So if you know the item's going to be sitting out for a certain amount of time, or if you're going to have it in your refrigerator for about 3 or 4 days, because I actually think spaghetti tastes better the next day after or a couple of days later. And in our household, we love leftovers. My husband can tell you that. We love us some leftovers. I cook on Sunday, and that'll last us throughout the week. And I may come back and double up and cook on Thursday. It just depends on how the day's going and how we feel. But right back to those bell peppers, those onions, and that garlic. So I told you that I use dehydrated onions. So all you have to do is, if you take dry onions that's dehydrated, you just add a little bit of water to them and let them sit for about maybe a minute. And then they'll fluff up just like your regular onions that you use if you were chopping up a fresh onion. So that's your tip for today. How to make your spaghetti be a game changer. Just for on a regular day. It doesn't have to be anything major. We cook spaghetti over here a lot. And so I remember maybe about 4 years ago, my brother called me and he said, hey, why your spaghetti tastes different than mine? And I said, oh, because I put peppers and onions and garlic in mine. And he was like, well, how you do it? I said, you just saute them in some butter. And the butter gives you more of that mouthfeel. And so he started doing that. And he's never called me again asking me, how do I make my spaghetti taste? How he make his spaghetti taste like mine. Now, let's talk a little bit about these microwaves. I don't know if you all are still using microwaves. However, if you are, we're going to need to clean those microwaves. I went over someone's house. I'm not calling any names, but I opened up the microwave and it looked like it was a food fest that went on in that microwave. And you all know what I'm talking about. When you don't cover up whatever it is you're putting in the microwave, and the food is all on the walls and all on the ceiling of the microwave, even on the window where you look through it, you can't see anything but food splatters. Let's just grab a rag and some soapy water and clean out those microwaves today. You don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to say that's you. But if you know your microwave has a bunch of food in it, it don't even have to be a lot. Get to the microwave today and clean out your microwave. And the reason you might want to do that is because bacteria does pick up in microwaves. So think about this. You have food particles in the ceiling of your microwave. You put another dish in the microwave to cook it, and it start cooking that item that's stuck up at the roof of the microwave that's probably been in there for a month. Who knows? And then that falls down and it's in the food that you're actually getting ready to eat. Yeah, that's pretty gross. We don't want to do that. We want to make some changes today, and we want to get to those microwaves. If you know that you still use a microwave, I still use a microwave in our house. We may throw some stuff in the oven every now and then. However, sometimes it's just convenient to put the food in the microwave. No, it's not the healthiest thing, but that's what we do. We said that when we move on to the next level, we're going to get something more healthier. But right now, we have a microwave. I don't cook with the microwave, but we do heat our food up in the microwave. And I'm serious about wiping out that microwave every time a spill or anything get in there. And one thing about it, if you clean the spill while it's still fresh, it'll wipe right out. Because we definitely don't want to be picking up. We already in a pandemic. We don't want to be picking up no extra stuff. And then you may even get sick and don't even know why you're sick. It could be that bacteria in that microwave. So you're heating it up. It fall down in the dish that you're heating. Or just the bacteria floating around in the microwave. May even land on your food. So that's the tip for today. changing the game with your spaghetti or any type of pasta dish just by adding those vegetables and sauteing them. You can't put them in there. I mean, you can put them in there raw, but you're not going to get the flavor that I'm talking about. But if you want that flavor, saute them in a skillet with a little bit of butter. If you prefer olive oil because you want it to be a little more healthy, that's fine too. But then just add it to the sauce before you add the sauce to your noodles. Or if some of you don't even mix your noodles with it, that's fine too. If you have it on the side, it still works the same. So I'm not going to be here long. That's your tip from Chef Veronica today. If you have any questions or anything that you want me to hit on, I'm going to open it up for you to leave comments here, and I'll go through those comments, and over the next few weeks, I'll look back at those to answer those comments or concerns or things you might want to know. So thank you for tuning in to Chef Tip Tuesday. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. That's WTHI. If you're friends with us here on Facebook, that's Where the Heart Is. No, I'm sorry. Veronica Denise Mills Henry. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to Where the Heart Is, WTHI. And thank you for tuning in.